Hello, it's Friday and time for our last lesson of the week. And the good news is this is just a quick lesson. All we're going to do today is our warm-up, and then we're going to go and do our dream box for the week. So here's your warm-up. Why don't you take a look at it? First are just some multiplication division problems, then an addition problem, subtraction problem, and then a word problem. I'll read the word problem for you. On the way to school, I found $45 in the parking lot. Then I found $87 in the hallway. When I was throwing my apple core into the wastebasket, I found 3 $10 bills and 2 $5 bills. How much money did I find in all? And then someone that wants to be kind of adventurous, the extra credit would be, if I shared all of the findings with the third grade teachers, how much would each of us get? There are 5 third grade teachers. So go ahead and try to figure those out, and I'll be right back with you to get you the answer. Okay, here we go. 7 times 4. Since it's times 4, it's just a double-double. I can double 7 and make 14, and double 14 and get 28. 6 times 5, most of you guys have the 5s down pretty pat. I can count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Or I could do times 10 and take half. So 6 times 10 is 60, take half is 30. Next problem, 3 times something is 18. So I have to figure out how many 3's in 18. I could skip count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Looks like 6 to me. And next one is something times 8 is 40. I could change that into a division problem. I could say 40 divided by 8 equals something. Maybe it would be 5. Okay. Next problem I have is an addition problem. And I will do this problem a couple different ways with you. First way I would do it is, let's do standard algorithm. So I get 248 plus 185. I make sure to write my 10s and my 1s under my 1s, my 10s under my 10s, and my 100s under 100s. 8 plus 5 is 13. Put down my 1s, carry my 10s. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 8 is 13. Put down my 10s, carry my 1s. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So I get 433. I could do this on a number line, or I could do it give a little. I'm going to do give a little, take a little. I'm going to do 248 plus 185. I'm going to give this one 15. That will make this 200. So I have to take 15 away from here. I'm going to get 233. Now I can add those two together real easily. 233 plus 200 is 433. So I did the same problem 2 different ways, got the same answer. Okay. Next problem we'll do is the subtraction problem. And the students in my class know that my favorite way to do subtraction is give a little, or take a little, take a little. So this one I'm going to do 312 and 189. I really want to make this number into 200. To do that, I have to give it 11. So I'm going to make this 200. And a subtraction problem, if I give, I have to give to this one too. So I'm going to make this 323. Now, easy subtraction. 323 minus 200 equals 123. Let's do the same problem, standard algorithm. 312, 189. Here's the problem. 2 take away 9. Can't do 2 take away 9, so I have to go next door, borrow some sugar. Make that a 0, make this to 12. 12 take away 9 is 3. I can erase this so it doesn't confuse you. Now I have 0 take away 8. Can't do that one. So I have to go next door, borrow some sugar, make that a 2, make this 10. 10 take away 8 is 2. And 2 take away 1 is 123. Ended up with the same answer both times. Must have done it right. Okay, now for the word problem. Going back through this, of course I'd highlight or underline what I need to, my important information. So I found $45, then I found $87, then I found 3 $10 bills and 2 $5 bills. How much money did I find total? So this sounds like an addition problem to me. So I have 87 plus 45 plus 3 $10 bills would be $30. 2 $5 bills would be $10. I want to know what that equals. Okay. I still like to do give a little, take a little. I'm going to give this 3. That's going to make this number 90. This will, I'm going to take 3 from here, plus 42, plus 30, plus 10. Now this is easy. 90 plus 10 is 100, plus 30 is 130, plus 42 is 172. So I found $172. Now, if there were 5 teachers to the extra credit problem, I'm going to have to take 172 and divide it into 5 groups. And I'm going to do it loops and groups. I'm going to do 5 groups. I have 172. Now, I want to know the biggest number I can take and break that 172 in. I know that this is the way I'd like to do it. I try to say, how many 5s are there in 17? I know there are 3 5s in 17, and I'm covering up one number. So I'm going to start out with 30. So I can do 30, 60, 80, 90. What was I doing? 1. Doesn't want to write. Doesn't want to write. What's going on? So 90, 120, 150. See if a different pen will work for me. I don't know what's going on there. Well, I'm going to go over here and type it in. So I have 30. And 30. That's going to give me 150. If I take 150 away from here, I will have 22 left. So how many 5s go to 22? I'm going to say 4. So I'm going to put 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So I used up 20 more. So now I'm just down to 2 left. Now, some people would just say, I have a remainder of $2 left, and they would just give it to me since I found all the money. But if I want to be really fair, if I wanted to take $2 and split it between 5 people, I'm going to split $1 between 5 people. So, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, I get 20 cents for $1. So if I had $2, I would get 40 cents. So each teacher would get $34 and 40 cents. Okay? And that's our quick little warm-up lesson for today. I'm going to get you the pages that you have to do. And 1 second. And you should be working in your home connection up to and do page 117 and 118 for today's lesson. And you'll have that in your lesson. All you guys that want to go can go ahead and go. I am going to do a few enrichment problems for anybody who wants to stay with me again today. So have a good day, get your work done, send us a picture of what you have, and get some Dreambox done, or Prodigy for some kids. We'll see you later. Okay, here's your first enrichment problem. 386 divided by 6. Go ahead and work on it, and I'll come back and see we can do a couple different ways. Okay, now that you have your answer, I'm going to work it out with you. Again, if I do loops and groups, the way that I decide what number I can put in my circle to start with is I always look and say, how many 6's in 3? None. How many 6's in 38? And I know that 6 times 6 is 36, so I'm going to say 6. And I'm covering up one number, so I'm going to do 60. So I'm going to do 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360. And I started with 386. I just used up 360, so I have 26 left. So I have to figure out how many 6's in 26. And I know 6 times 4 is 24, so I'm going to put in 4's. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. I have 2 left. So I would say my answer is 64, the remainder of 2. Now, I could write it a different way. I could write 64 and 2 over 6, because this is the fraction I have left out of a whole 6. And you guys are going to realize that this is the same as 64 and 1/3, which is the same as 64.33, and it will repeat forever. Okay, let's do it standard algorithm. It's pretty much the same thing. How many 6's in 3? None. How many 6's in 38? So I'm going to change color for you. 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So I'm going to subtract. I get 2, 0. That's smaller than 6. I can bring down my 6. I get 26. How many 6's? 26. 4. I get 24. And I get the same answer. 64 with the remainder of 2. Okay. Let's go, and I'll get you another problem. And this one is 258 divided by 12. You go ahead and solve it, and then turn your computer back on when you're ready to find the answer. Here we go. Hopefully you have your answer. And I'm going to do it for you a couple different ways again. First way I'm going to do it for you is with the ratio table. So I'm going to do times 12. I want to know how many 12s I can get into 252. And I know that 10 times 12 is 120. I'm going to double that 10. Do 20 times 12, so I just have to double this. I get 240. Oh, I'm pretty close. I'm going to actually take the 240 away from here, and I have 18 left. So I'm going to do one more 12. 1 times 12 is 12. That's going to give me 6 left. So my answer is going to be 21. Let's add those two together with a remainder of 6. Or 21 and 6 out of 12. And you guys should know that 6 out of 12 is half. So I can do 21 and 1 half. Or 21.5, because all those answers are the exact same thing. I can come on over and do standard algorithm, and I'll change the number. How many 12's in 2? Well, none, of course. How many 12's in 25? 2. 2 times 12 is 24. If I subtract, I get 1. 1 smaller than 12, I can bring down my 8. How many 12's in 18? 1. Get 12. 6. So I have 21 remainder of 6. Not so bad. Okay. Next thing that I'd like to show you is something a little different. We've been figuring out the perimeter of a polygon, which is side plus side plus side plus side plus side till you run out of sides. I wanted to show you something different today. If I wanted to find the perimeter of a circle, I have trouble because I can't measure the circle with a ruler. Rulers just don't bend. I could use a tape and measure it, but some intelligent person decided to come up with a formula for finding the circumference of a circle. So when I find the outside of a circle, it's not called perimeter, it's called circumference. And the circumference is the distance around the outside of a circle. Now, if I want to find the circumference of a circle, they came up with a formula. It's 2 pi r, which means 2 times pi times radius. And I forgot to put my s on those. I'm going to go and sneak and put them on there right now. So 2 times pi times radius. Now, you guys are going to ask me a couple questions. First question is going to say, what's radius? Second question is going to say, what's pi? So, radius is the distance from the exact center of the circle to the outside. So this little line means radius. And pi, this is the symbol for pi. This is the word for pi. And pi, some wise person came up with, pi is equal to the number of 3.14. Actually, that number goes on and on and on to infinity. But I'm just going to go with 3.14. That will get me close enough. A lot of times in third grade, we would just multiply by 3. But I think you guys can try 3.14. So let's try to find the circumference of a circle. I have one up here for you. And let's do this together. So, circumference of a circle is the distance around the outside. My radius is 6. I'm going to do 2 times 6 times 3.14 because pi is 3.14. So I'm going to start by doing 6 times 3.14. So 3.14 times 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Go down to 4, carry a 2. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 6 times 3 is 18. Now, if you remember, before I told you, we don't worry about decimals and multiplication problems till the end. And now I see I have 2 numbers past the decimal point. So I have to move my decimal over 2 spots. So this part is 18.84. Now I have to take that number and double it. I could do it easily and add it, or I can multiply it. I'll multiply it out again. 18.84 times 2. 2 times 4, 8. 16. 16 and 1 is 17. 2, 3. So I get 3,768, but I have 2 spots past the decimal point, so I have to move my decimal point back 2. And my distance around the outside of that circle would be 37.68 centimeters. That is how you find the circumference of a circle. Now that I did a problem, I thought I'd leave one up here for you to do too. So go ahead and try this one. And I'll be right back with you and I'll figure it out with you. Okay, here we go. I found this circle. I want to find the distance around the outside, which is the circumference. And my radius is 9. So I'm going to have to do 2 times 9 times pi. So I'll start out with the 9 times pi. So 3.14 times 9. 9 times 4, 36. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 3 is 12. Put down my 1s, carry my 10s. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28. So I get 28 and 2,826, but I have that decimal point, and there's 2 spots past it, so I have to move it over 2 spots, and I would get 28.26. Now I have to take that and multiply it by 2. So 28.26 times 2, put down 2, carry 1, 4, 5, 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Have to move that decimal point 2 spots. So my answer is 56.52 centimeters is the circumference, or the distance around the outside of that circle. Taught you something new today? I'll throw some more of those problems at you later. It's just kind of a neat thing to do. I don't know what grade I was in when I learned that, but I know it wasn't third. Have a lovely day. Go and get your dream box done, and we'll talk to you later.